Hey everybody, Bob here, W2CYK. Today we're going to show you a little bit about administering the RFinderPi. You can see I've done an ifconfig here on my Mac to see what IP address I am, and I'm not on the RFinder's network. The RFinderPi's network is 192.168.73. So in order to do that, we're going to connect to via Wi-Fi to the RFinderPi access point, which is built into the system, into the Raspberry. And you can see now that in fact we are on the network of the Pi. So they've given us a network address of 92, and the RFinderPi's address is always 192.168.73.88. So once you connect to it, you connect to it from a phone, you can connect to it from anything really on that address, and administer it. So in this case, we have a browser up, and again, this is a very simple browser page. It lets you choose the radio that you have connected. Down below is a little status information. It's very important that the permissions on the serial port are correct. So if it's not, I'll have some written instructions on how to fix that, but generally I put that into the top of the radio script to make sure that it's always at the proper permissions. Alright, so right now we're using Secure Shell, and we're connecting to the Pi, and we're coming in remotely, and the password for everything in the RFinderPi is capital RFINDER. Resist changing it. It's not like a secure situation. You just need to be able to authenticate against certain things for them to work, and this is an easy one to remember. So all scripts are in /var/www. You see there's a main script here called qsy.php. That is the API, the application programming interface that changes the frequency of the radio. So we're just going to bring this up real quick in the Nano editor so you can see what how to call it. And these are the parameters that you can hand off to it at this time. So the idea is that we're creating a generic QSY request. So it's radio agnostic as far as the RFinder is concerned on Android or iPhone or whatever other program you're attaching to this. We don't really care what the radio is. We're sending a generic request. And the generic request includes the frequency, the shift, DCS if it exists, the PL, what the frequency offset is, and stuff. So we can put that right into the parameters in the URL. And when we call it, that PHP script then calls the radio script that actually knows how to talk to the radio itself. So the beauty of this is we never have to make a change to the app. All of the radio programming goes on the Pi, and this way it's very, very easy for anybody to add a radio without even having to ask us to do anything on the app. So as you can see, I made a boo-boo here. It shouldn't be QRZ, it should be QSY, obviously. And sending that script changes the not the script, the URL to the Pi, changes the frequency on the radio. So we're just going to exit out of Nano, and I think that's all I have left on this. So, oh, no, this is important. When you create a new script for a radio, always precede it, the name of the file, with RADIO in lowercase underscore. And this way the menu on the web interface always knows to add a new script automatically when you bring it up. So this way we don't have to mess with menus and stuff like that. It's very easy to add a new script. And a VNC server is built into this thing, so you can VNC over to it on 192.168.73.88:1. If it's not running, you just go into the secure shell here and type VNC server, and it'll be up in a jiffy, and it'll